So this is just a quick guide on Black and White 2 egg RNG, only for Black and White 2. Black and White 1 is a bit different and easier, but for this you're going to need PokeFinder and Eon Timer. Optionally you can have RNG Reporter, I find that's useful sometimes. The latest version of PokeFinder and Eon Timer, most importantly PokeFinder, latest version. Anyway, so this assumes you already know how to do Black and White 2 RNG manipulation and have profiles set up. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll link it in the description. But what you want to do is you go into PokeFinder, you go into the Gen 5 tab, you click Egg, and you click Searcher, right? And you're going to need to know the stats of your parents. So I have a 6 IV Ditto, which I highly recommend you get for breeding. So we're going to make parent A Hidden Ability Ditto, because I got it from Hidden Grottos. Ditto, no item, and its nature is Bashful. And we're just going to keep all these IVs perfect 31. And my parent, it only has one ability, but if it has two abilities, you make sure you switch it to which one, or the hidden ability. It is a male, and it is, where is bold nature. Now for egg species, this is going to be what the Pokemon is going to be when it comes out, and my Pokemon is a Mudkip. So that's going to be the final Pokemon I'm going to get. So I'm going to search, look at Mudkip, and I do not actually know the IVs of the Mudkip, and for this it's not too important. Especially if I was going for like if I was not going for 0, and or it is important actually, because I want 31 in everything. But if I was going for 0, it'd be very important. 0 in like attack, but I wouldn't need to worry about that because it's not a special attacker. But a trick I found out was if you just set all these to 1, because you do have to remember that this is inheriting some of the IVs from the Pokemon, and you go for 31 stats, or maybe a 0 in special attack or something, it'll only inherit the 31s here and give you 31s, like the ones that are randomly given in the game. So that's a good tip if you don't know the IVs of another Pokemon. And also note, if you're going to pass down egg moves in Gen 5, it has to be the male that has the egg moves. I learned that the hard way. And if you're passing down a hidden ability, the female has to have the hidden ability. Just so you know. So now we're going to put in the stats that we want. I'm going for 31 in everything besides special attack. And we're going to do the ability. It does not matter because Mudkip's ability, but if it was like a hidden ability, then you make sure you put that down. Gender, do not worry about gender right now. Do not worry about shininess right now. Those are for later. Hidden ability, for me, I don't care. And we're going to put Adamant Nature because I want to Adamant Mudkip. And we're going to search. And it's going to do that because don't worry about if it pops this up. It's just switching them because the male is supposed to be parent A. And it's going to give me some seeds. Now these are the PID seeds that we're going to have to hit in our game. So once you got this seed, you can start heading to the game. So that's all we're going to do on PC for now. So what you're going to do next is you're going to load up your game, and you do not have to worry about any RNG yet. But make sure that you have your 2 Pokemon. I got my Mudkip and I got my Ditto. And Flame Body Pokemon makes it much easier. And of course 2 Chadots for RNG. Maybe, or 1, but 2 makes it much easier. And no RNGing yet. What you're going to do is you're going to leave the Pokemon that you're going to breed, our RNG, in the daycare. Leave 2 of them. And you're just going to bike. No RNGing yet. Got to make that very clear. No RNG yet. But what you're going to do is you're just going to run around until you get an egg, or the dude there says you got an egg. So that didn't take too long. And he's got an egg. Do not obtain the egg yet. What you do is you go inside and save. save the game, and then you're gonna have to go back to your PC. So once we've gotten our game set up, it's ready to hit the IV RNG. So what you want to do is after you get your IV RNG seed, you're going to want to copy the seed. And there's two ways you can actually find out if the chat outs if you've hit the seed or not. You could put it in generator, which is pretty much the same, but you do have to copy all these stats, which does take up time, which even though it's not that much, does take up some time. Or you can do what I do, is I like to open up RNG Reporter, and I like to switch it to PID RNG, switch it to gift, and you don't have to, but this is useful for later. And you paste your seed, black and white 2, calculate initial PID frames, and then generate. And you get all the chat op pitches to find if you've landed on the IV seed. And it's going to be the same no matter what. It's just more convenient to load it up through here in my opinion. And once you've got that, you're also going to have to set up Eon timer. So in the searcher, just like any other black and white RNG, black and white 2 RNG, you can see the time date right here. You set the DS to that. We've had the old LNR and Eon timer to 18 seconds. So everything's ready on PC for the RNG attempt. So as you saw my computer, I'm going to now hit my seed, or attempt to hit my seed. It might take a few attempts. Hopefully I get a first try. Set it to that year. And we're going to do 10, 42, and start the timer. I got a pretty short wait, so apologize for the top screen being flickering. I got to replace the battery, but RNGing on this DS is really easy. I got to hold LR, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you do not have a sea gear on, but I'm pretty sure most people know that. They're coming here from other RNG stuff. And hear chat ups cry. And holy crap, I actually hit it first try. That's really good. So when you hit it, so I hit it first try, but what you want to do is once you hit your seed, you go out immediately. And you talk to the dude. And you do not claim your egg, you deny it. And after you deny the egg, what you want to do is you want to bike for another one. So I'm going to cut to when I get the other egg. So I just got him to appear another egg. Now what you want to do is you want to save right in front of him. And we just completed the IV RNG. So this is, so the RNG for the nature, the IVs, the hidden power, it's all done. So if you don't care about shininess and gender, you can claim the egg right here. And if you want to really be sure, you can actually check right here. You can save and you can check the egg stats. But I've done this so many times, I can trust myself, I know at this point. But if you want to go for shininess, I'm just going to save one more time, why not? Save right in front of him, and we have to go back to the PC for the second RNG manipulation, which is the gender and the shininess. So after you finish the IV RNG, the next step is the PID RNG, which is only shininess and gender. So what you want to do is still in PokeFinder on the screen, keep everything the same except the filters, which is the stats we wanted originally. We're going to wipe all of them. Change all the IVs to 0, do 31, and wipe out the nature, hidden power if you chose that ability, because the only thing determined by the next RNG is just shininess and gender. Now gender I don't care about, but shininess I'll put star square, and we're going to click search. Now you have a bunch of seeds to choose from. I'm re-recording this. Yeah, this was the seed I hit in the video. Or I tried to first hit, but find yourself a seed that you want to hit, and what you want to do is you want to copy it. And if you've already had everything copied over from here, you can do it in generator. But if you use my little thing, you go to PID RNG and give Pokemon. If you already had it set up over here, make sure you keep it black and white too. Calculate initial PID frame and click generate. Actually, I already had it loaded up, so I was re-recording this. But what you want to do is you want to go down and check. It will be 1 over in RNG Reporter. And that's because PokeFinder expects you to do 101 advancements, which is actually what you have to do to get to this frame. But because you stop on that frame, it makes it seem like it's the shiny frame, but really it's 1 over, which is how the actual in-game RNG works, so don't fear. It's still going to be the exact same thing. In fact, the PIDs line up, and it's just shininess and gender. Mudkip has a 12% female, so, and it is male over here, so it perfectly lines up. But once you've got that set up, you got everything set up properly, you're going to check date and time and set that up for like any regular black and white 2 RNG. Put 15 seconds in there from the seconds here, and you're all set for the last RNG. Just for the PID one, it is a little bit more tricky because we're gonna have to deal with frame advances from NPCs. Maybe I'll hit it first try. But when you start your game, you're gonna not be at the starting frame. You're gonna have a few advances. It's most definite because there is a bunch of moving NPCs in the area. So you're gonna kind of have to hear the chat out and look for where you are. It's not too difficult. I've done it plenty of times. I've done so many egg RNGs in black and white too. But it's just the same as before. We're gonna start the timer. Hopefully I can hit it first try. I do not have any presses, which is nice. 4, 5, 6. If I do miss it, I will cut away to when I actually do hit my seed. Of course. And once you get in, I recommend, this is how I do it. You spam X immediately so you can get to the menu and there's no more advancements. You spam X. It's kind of shitty spamming because... So I'm going to find my frame. That was low. That was high. So I don't think I hit my frame. I'm going to restart until I do. And yeah, I'll catch you back. So it did take me a while because Gen 5 RNG sometimes just kicks your butt, but I did finally hit my seed. Now what you want to do is you want to advance till about, I'd say 10, or I'm going to advance till about 10 before my target. Hold on, it's hard doing it like this. It's hard using 2 hands like this. Alright, I'm just gonna advance off screen for a sec to like get there. Alright, so this is where the RNG is gonna differ a bit. When you exit, you have to spam A as quickly as possible because there are moving NPCs that'll cause advancements. And for me, I found my average to be about 1 advance if I spam, but sometimes I've even failed that, and so you do kind of have to gauge it a bit, and this is hard if you miss your seed or if you don't get the shiny and you don't know your advances because all you can tell off is the gender and if it was shiny or not. But what I do is I go about 1, 2, 3, 3 up, starting from my shiny frame in RNG Reporter. Because with egg RNG, you do have to go 2 up because there's extra advance, I believe, or something when going for eggs instead of going 1 before your frame. But I'll show I guess I'll show like a screenshot. I didn't record it, but I'm gonna show a screenshot, maybe my RNG reporter of where I'm at. And I did switch my seed. If you will notice that because I was having such a hard time trying to hit the first seed. So if that, just to know that changes. But what you're gonna do is we're gonna exit and we're gonna spam A. Now I'm actually gonna lift this up and obtain our egg. Now the moment of truth, we have to hatch it, and I'll come back when it's hatched. Alright, so my egg's about to hatch. Moment of truth. Hopefully I got it first try. It's pretty consistent for me when I get 1 advance. So let's see. And I got it first try. Nice. It's hard to tell a bit, but that is a shiny Mudkip. And to check its stats, of course we're gonna... It is male. It is adamant. We're gonna fly over to Mombasa City to check its stats. Let's check. HP, attack, defense, special defense, speed, and no special attack. So we got it. This is the perfect Mudkip. And I'm actually going to show you some other examples I did egg RNG with. Let's take a look. I'm going to transfer these to home, so I'm going to put this Mudkip here. But this Raltza, also RNG manipulated. This Excadrill, this Breloom, hidden ability actually. This Scizor, this Ferrothorn with a bunch of its egg moves, a Rotom, another Mudkip, or Swampert because it's evolved. But yeah, this is a pretty good RNG. So thanks for watching. If you need any help, please comment. I will gladly help anybody with your egg RNG. But yeah, thanks for watching.